Hi, everyone. Jen Houston here with Integrative Medical of Rockford. I just wanted to say hi to everyone as we start this beautiful weekend soon. I would like to talk today a little bit about nutrition and what things we can do, some, I guess, few easy things to eat better at home. So, I think if we think about diet, that creates a lot of anxiety for many of us because most I would guess adults anyway have tried different diets over the years and what kind of things uh, they can do to eat better. And typically, I feel that those diets tend to work for a few months and then not so well. And whatever our reason was to go on those diets originally, whether that was to lose weight or just feel better, we tend to then feel worse or have gained more weight after the diet. So I really love the idea of just learning how to eat better because that's not really a diet, that's more of a way of life. And that's a way to be able to really um, make a long lasting impression as far as food goes for the rest of your life. As parents, I think that's going to instill some really great things with our kids as well. So I guess I would like to talk a little bit about organic foods. So over the years, I've toyed with organics and then gone back to regular and then gone back to organics. And it's been a crazy cycle, to be honest. A lot of it was cost. Organic food costs a lot of money. And when I was working one day a week with three kids at home, I couldn't afford it. And I think that was a disservice, though, to my family at that time. And I wish I'd really taken a good look at ways to still maybe eat healthy and eat those clean foods that either aren't organic or know that if I'm going to eat these foods, I really need to make sure that they are clean. So a lot of you, I'm sure, have heard of the Dirty Dozen foods out there, which really these are the fruits and vegetables that you really want to either not eat if you can't get it organic, or know that you need to really save for those foods to be able to get organic. The amount of pesticides and that are on these fruits and vegetables is absolutely disgusting. If you really look into it and research that, I think that putting all of those chemicals and that into our bodies, into our kids' bodies, is very harmful to them. So on that list, just to quick go over, you can Google the Dirty Dozen too, so don't feel like you have to write all these down. But we're talking about strawberries, grapes, bell peppers, nectarines, pears, celery, potatoes, tomatoes, cherries, apples, spinach, hot peppers, and peaches. A lot of these foods are in my diet. I love them, but it really is important, I believe, to have those foods without those chemicals on it. And I would recommend spending that extra money on getting those foods organic. So if you can't afford that though, and you really still want to try and eat those healthier foods, there are some non-organic that are considered clean. Obviously, you'd want to wash them and that before you eat them, but the ones that are on that list would be things like cabbage, eggplant, avocados, cantaloupe, onions, cauliflower, pineapples, mango, kiwi, grapefruit. These are all really great options of foods that you can get relatively cheap. To kind of think about, I guess, rule is if it's got a thicker outside that you take off before you eat it, those foods are okay to get non-organic. But those things with that real thin membrane that you're going to eat, like a grape, you're going to want to make sure that those are healthy for you and clean. Um, I also wanted to talk a little bit about some healthy fats and healthy foods that we can eat. Fat has gotten such a bad rap in our country. Everything now is so fat free, low fat. those are so bad for us. They are so full of processed. If you look on the ingredient list on some of those fat-free foods, you can't pronounce half of them. It's because there's nothing in them but a bunch of fake foods, really. So, what are our healthy fats that I would recommend? Cashews, almonds, sunflower seeds. These are great snacks. They're great things that you can add. I typically will for like my lunch, I'll have almonds and cashews for my protein and my higher fat food to sustain me throughout the day. And that is such a great option to have. It fills you up, and it's really, really pretty good for you. Also, cooking. So we really want you to kind of pay attention to what you're cooking these foods in that you're purchasing for your families and yourselves. So, are you using vegetable oil? Not recommended. Are you using avocado oil? That would be a great option, or extra virgin olive oil, or extra virgin coconut oil. Those are great things to use with cooking. They're on that healthier side, and they add some really good flavor. I hadn't tried avocado oil before. I just did recently. It was amazing. I think it's good to branch off and try some of these more healthier options. Fish. Oh my goodness, I wish we could have more fish in our diets. Oh, of course, we have the omega-3, which is excellent if you're not eating those 3 servings of fish in a week. But if you could get 3 servings of fish in your diet, that would be, amazing for yourselves and your children. I wish I had done that with my kids at a younger age, because trying to get my 17-year-old to eat fish later, after, it was years of us not eating very healthy. I wish I had done that sooner. So parents, give them those fish products often, and have them try it. Even doing like a no thank you bite on some of those foods, and fish, vegetables, any of those things that the kiddos don't like. Having them have that exposure over and over and over again is really going to help them as adults someday be okay and want to eat those foods. That's why adults tend to eat more things than kids, because they've been exposed, obviously, to more. So expose those kiddos to as much of these healthy foods as you possibly can. Also, I found a great website. It's seafoodwatch.org. And this, you actually put in where you live, and it has a whole list of foods, of fish that are good for you to eat and aren't full of different chemicals in that, depending on where they're harvesting them from. So interesting site. Just wanted to share that with you guys. And it is going to be a beautiful weekend. So I encourage everyone to go outside, get in that sunlight, and enjoy the next couple of days. We all know winter's coming up, so let's soak in as much of that vitamin D sun as we possibly can. As always, stay healthy and have a great day. There you go. Bye.